Good morning, it is now... I wasn't quite ready there, sorry. Good morning, it's now 2 minutes past 6. You're waking up to the Key103 Breakfast Show. Your music, your life. It's Mike. There's no Chelsea again today, so Kym-Marsh is back. Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
Good morning, you okay?
I'm tired.
That's not an attitude, is it? You're supposed to be full of the joys of spring.
Okay, good morning.
That's better, there we are. There was a massive article in the Daily Mail online the other day, Kim. I don't know whether you saw it.
It was huge.
It was huge, and there was 11 massive big pictures of you just walking to and from the Key103 car park.
Well, that's not essentially true, because one of them contained you.
I was in one. I was in one, wasn't I?
Yeah, but you were looking the other way as if to say, if I don't look, I'm not in the picture.
I didn't. I thought if I can't see them, they can't see me.
Yeah.
Well, every time I've ever had my picture taken with someone from Coronation Street, it always ends up with some kind of scurrilous rumour. And so I just thought, I can't be seen with her. I can't be seen with this one.
Not the troublemaker.
And there wasn't even, well, you are. And there wasn't even any story behind it. This is, you have a weird life, don't you? There was 5 or 6 paparazzis outside. Do these kind of people follow you around everywhere? Not
everywhere, but they do pop up if they know that someone's around. Like, they're always on location when we go to location and things. Yeah. They know where we're going before we do.
Do they really?
Yeah.
You've just made me a brew.
Yeah.
A very nice brew it is. I think Nescafe Gold Blend with white Damara sugar. Is this going to be in the papers tomorrow?
Probably, yeah. It'll be my token of love to you, Mike.
Ex-hearsay girl makes brew for local radio DJ.
Yeah.
I can see it. Listen, you need to stay on the show for a long time because you've got us a lot of column inches, there's a lot of good PR.
There you go.
In fact, we're even in the Manchester Evening News today.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are. So just keep turning up and making brews and wearing clothes, and you'll keep making the papers for us.
I'll definitely wear clothes.
On the show today, oh really? Oh, there you are. On the show today, we're going to be talking about overdue thank yous. If you missed it in the news 11 minutes ago at 6, Loco told us. I think the fact was 93% of people say that someone saying thank you to them really brightens up their day. So it can completely change the complexion of your day if someone actually just says thank you.
Well, if you don't say thank you, you're a bit rude.
But there's a lot of people who don't say thank you. You know when you let someone in traffic and they don't thank you? How annoying is that?
I know, it is really annoying.
I
always say thank you.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, for that brew you made me earlier, thank you.
Oh, you've really brightened up my day.
You see, it works. You're waking up now, aren't you? You're feeling better already. It's only 12 minutes in. You're waking up to Key103, your music, your life. We'll give you the full weather scan from Manchester for where you are next. You see, getting up, you just mentioned that it's hard getting up, isn't it, this time of the morning?
Yeah.
What time do you normally wake up?
It depends, really, on whether I'm working early.
Of course, yeah.
Or whether my child wakes up early.
Right, but either way, you're up early.
Yes.
It's either the kids or the job. I know that
Yes.
feeling. But yeah, at this time of the year, it's actually really hard getting up this time. In the summertime, actually, it's a breeze. My alarm goes off at 4:45 in the morning, and if it's light and bright and everything, you feel like, yay! But if it's like this, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that anyway, isn't it? It kind of changes with the weather.
Yeah, yeah. But it's our job to cheer people up even if it's raining, yeah?
It is.
Yeah? You just bear that in mind, yeah?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Don't make me have to take you into the office again. Sunshine and showers all day today. It's going to be one of those days where if you're going out, don't be fooled by the sunshine because a sharp burst of rain, it'll catch you by surprises.
Always does.
It always does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A bit windy in places and the rain will leave some standing water around, so be careful on the roads. A bit of surface spray coming on the M56 this morning. The rain should ease off by early evening and then it's going to be a cold and clear night. So we've got clear starry skies tonight. Afternoon highs today of 8 degrees, 46 Fahrenheit. It's 16 minutes past 6. You're waking up to Key103. Ellie Goulding next. So obviously it wasn't a great night for United in the Champions League the night before last. Chelsea actually missed the chance to earn a precious lead in their Champions League tie against Galatasaray last night. They drew 1-1. Mourinho quite openly slagging off the team, actually. They all seem to do that these days. I was watching the Real Madrid game last night. You wouldn't have seen any of that, would you?
No.
No. No, Mike, what are you talking about? I'm a girl.
I was watching some paint dry.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Gareth Bale scored twice. Real Madrid hammered Schalke last night. It was a really, really good game. Talking of football, Louis from One Direction made his debut last night playing for Doncaster Rovers.
Amazing.
I know, isn't that cool, isn't it?
That is actually.
But Simon Cowell's not very happy about him risking injury.
Probably not.
Simon Cowell in the papers again today?
Yes,
is he holding babies?
He's pushing babies around and apparently he's got sunburn, which is breaking news.
Blondie, who were at the NME Awards last night, have admitted they're now going to... have announced they're now going to headline Glastonbury. Have you ever been to a Glastonbury, Kim?
No, do you know what? I'm not really a festival kind of girl. I don't like
that.
all the wellies and the peeing in public.
High maintenance. Sorry? Sorry, what?
You shut up, you.
All right. Blondie will headline Glastonbury. I'd love it if Prince headline Glastonbury. You didn't get to see Prince, by the way, last week, did you?
No, I heard about
that
this.
would have been a gig and a half to see, wouldn't
been.
it? Beyonce was at the arena last night, and apparently she spent, again, and she did this the last time she was in Manchester, she ordered McDonald's for her and her crew, which you look at her and you don't automatically associate her and Mackie D's, do you?
Not really.
And she spent £700 on the McDonald's takeaway.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
You did.
That wouldn't have suited you, would it?
There's a picture of her bottom in the paper today.
Rip it out and send
Put it
to
on
me.
your wall.
Put it on my wall.
And a study shows that burning candles at home can have a calming effect. Experiments show the smoke from the burning wax slows the rhythm of the heart in small doses. Key103, 6:30.
I don't think that burning candles slows down your heart rate if you leave them too near the curtains.
No.
Yeah.
And the fire brigade are on the way.
Are you a candle man at home, Locker?
I always say that if our house ever went up in flames, there would be a thick, toxic cloud of vanilla-smelling smoke
Yes.
above culture.
And you'd be there and you'd be thinking, well, it's one way to go, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's an all right way. What about you, Kim? Are you a candle person at home?
Yeah, but I think it's quite a woman thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought that when Loco
Candles
said
and
it.
cushions. But obviously not together.
Key103.
At 6:37, it is Key103. Hey, it's the Oscars on Sunday night. That would be a good thing to see.
Yeah. Are you not going?
This year, I turned them down. I think Gwyneth and Chris asked me again, and I said, guys, come on, I've got Key103, yeah?
Yeah, they're always doing that.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Constantly. There is something going on tonight, actually. There's a first. There's an Oscars concert. It's called the Academy Awards Best Song and Best Score concert. It's the first ever Oscars concert going on in LA tonight, and it's got all the songs and soundtracks from this year's nominated movies,
All right.
which should be good. What if there was one film that had music that you really, really liked? What would it be? Do you want me to tell you mine?
Go on.
I would say almost anything by John Williams. You know, like the Star Wars music.
Ah, yeah.
It's brilliant, brilliant music, as is the Jaws soundtrack. It's only 2 notes, but my God, what 2 notes? Just he's made millions off the back of that.
Yeah.
I could have done that on a cello.
You could. Done it with your voice.
I could have just like I just have now. Anything. I think John Williams is and the Jurassic Park music and Apollo 13. I think John Williams is an absolute godlike genius. If there's one soundtrack or a song from a film that you really like,
I like the. I love the soundtrack. It's the Shawshank Redemption. The music in that was amazing.
Yes.
It was really good. Really
and
good.
also the whole voice track by Morgan Freeman, where he says things like, "And he tried to ignore the bitches, but they found him again in the showers." Which is great, isn't it? His voice is so cool, isn't it?
Amazing.
Is that your
Love
favourite
it.
film of all time?
I love the Shawshank
Yeah,
Redemption.
it's brilliant. It actually, most actors and actresses actually say that the Shawshank Redemption is the film, isn't it?
It's just amazing. The actors are just outstanding.
Yeah. What's his name? Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
He's not done a lot since then. He actually went off to. Do you know what he does now? Tim Robbins, the guy from the Shawshank Redemption. Do you know what he does as a job?
What?
This isn't even a joke. He actually goes into prisons and gives acting lessons.
Does he?
Honestly, I'm not joking. That's what he does.
I thought you were going to say he sands boats on the beach.
on the beach, barefoot, with Morgan Freeman walking into the sunrise. No, he honestly tours prisons, giving all the lags and stuff acting lessons. It's bizarre, isn't it?
That would be pretty scary.
What he needs to do is to give them little tiny tools and say, pretend you're going to make a chess set. It worked for me.
Key103.
I did a big thing about Aldi on the show the other
Did
day.
you?
Yeah, I went in there for the first time. And I was just amazed by all the silly names they make up for the products. Have you been in one?
Yes, I have.
They're good. They're crispy rice instead of Rice Krispies and all this stuff. And it felt a bit like everything they had a slightly different name. So it kind of looked familiar, but with a weird name. And it was a bit like, you know, like if you were to go shopping in Turkey.
Yeah.
And you think, that brand looks a bit familiar, but I don't recognise the words.
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing.
Peter Kay did that, didn't he, when he did Les Cadbury's Fingres?
Oh, right, yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It is 6:46 at Key103. Key103, good morning, it's 6:51. After 7 o'clock this morning, I'm going to tell you about the worst idea for a TV show that's ever been conceived. And, you know, Splash has already happened, right? As has the new one, the Celebrity Driving School, which just sounds like 10 different kinds of awful.
Amazing.
But there is an idea that ITV, your employer, so you can't slag it off, but I can.
Yes.
Have come up with, which is you'll just laugh out loud as soon as you hear it. Also going on today, Roy Hodgson announces the England squad for the match against Denmark on the 5th of March. They've announced today a new car is going to hit the roads in 2020, which is going to be powered entirely by air. Wow.
By air?
By air. An air-powered car is going to hit the roads. There's a big announcement taking place later on today. An air-powered car.
I don't like all these changes.
we fear change.
Stop it.
Stop it with the changes. Just give me diesel.
Exactly.
And there's a bloke, you know that famous picture of the Beatles crossing the zebra crossing at Abbey Road?
Yes.
Right? There's a bloke who this week has decided to hang around that zebra crossing and charge people £4 to have their picture taken there.
He can't do that.
He's doing it.
He's not working hard.
He's just a random bloke. He's just sitting there, yeah, £4 for a picture, and he's getting the money off him. This is great. 7 minutes to 7. Loco's breaking news for Manchester is on the way. You're waking up to Key103. We're just chatting about that story in the news about the thank yous. If you missed it at 7, Loco told us that 93% of people believe saying thank you really brightens up their day. And 60% of us in Manchester believe we're saying thank you less than we used to. So I'm a big, I've got to be honest, I'm a big thanker. A thanker, I said.
A massive thanker.
I'm a massive thanker.
Yeah.
I was having a meal on holiday last week, and I just noticed, I counted how many thank yous I gave to the waiter. So the guy shows you the table, I go, thank you. And then he pulls a chair out. You go, thank you, and then he sits you down, and he goes, would you like some water for the table? Yes, thank you. And then he says, here's the wine list. I go, oh, thank you. And then here's the menu. You go, oh, thank you. And then he tells me what the specials are. I'm like, thank you. I thought, well, can you just stop thanking
And
us?
he gobs in your martini.
And he's like that.
And then I don't thank
And
you.
he's like, never mind the thank you. Where's my money?
Where's me tip, you English loser?
I used to be really, really rubbish at saying thank you. When you're a kid, you don't want to say thank you for anything, do you? I remember, like, you know when you get stuff from relatives who you don't really know very well?
Oh, yeah.
And you're not very good at speaking to me. You think, oh, what can I talk about apart from saying the word thank you? So it's easy when you see them face to face, because you literally say, oh, cheers, by the way, for that thing that you sent us before. But when you're... My mum used to do this thing when she wanted me to call certain people. I said, I'm not going to call it. It just sounds weird.
Yeah.
I would never speak to them. So she would call them and have, like, this really unnatural conversation. Then all of a sudden, the phone will get thrust into my palm, and she'd be like, right, just say a quick thank you.
Auntie Laura wants to speak to you, Matt.
Like, thank you very much for the present. And obviously, you can't just stop there. You've got to have small talk.
Yeah.
It just goes no, and then afterwards, you're just going to go. You just say, I'm just going to put you back onto my mum.
After about 5 seconds. Kim, do you thank people? You're a fairly...
Yes, I do.
Yeah?
I always thank people. I'm a big believer in, flashing your lights and saying thanks to someone. You're on the road.
Yeah. I was wondering what you were going to say. Throw flashing her.
Flashing you what?
Flashing my boobs to the paparazzi. They love it.
This is Key103 at Dell at 7:30. This is the Key103 breakfast show. I want to ask you now, right, we're just talking about thank yous and stuff, and I think this is a lovely stat that 93% of us would have our days brightened up if someone thanked us for something. Kim thanks everybody for things all the time. She even leaves thank you notes.
I do.
It's nice that. For
It's
everything.
sad though, isn't it?
Yeah. Got another bloody note
that
from that
thank you
girl from
note.
the
God's sake.
She's not even done anything.
Just thank you.
I do a lot of thanking. But so what I want to do, is I want to ask you, when was the last time you should have thanked somebody and you didn't? Right. So give us a call now. 0161 288 0103. That's Manchester 288 0103. Let's do some overdue thank yous. Maybe you're kind of racked with guilt that you haven't thanked someone for doing something really nice. Maybe someone did something really cool and you just went, yeah, you just let it pass or whatever. Maybe you've got kids, and this is me actually, who haven't thanked their grandparents for Christmas presents yet. Do you know what I mean? Luca and Lottie haven't written those letters yet. It's just such a pain in the backside to do, isn't it?
They would have if it had been my children.
Would they? Yeah. I believe that.
Write that note
You are a better parent.
But Mum, it's still only Boxing Day.
And
Can't we just play with the presents yet? Can't we open them first? So, yeah, give us a call, 288 0103. If there's any overdue thank you, you can do them now on Key103. What a thank you that'd be, yeah?
Amazing.
And, in fact, the phones are going crazy already. Has either of you two got any overdue thank you?
Yeah, well, I have a little bit, because, you know, when you have a baby, you get absolutely loads of cards and presents and stuff like that.
So you feel you need to track down the father and thank him?
Yeah, no, Rahul came forward about 3 weeks ago, and we're on speaking terms. No, it gets to a stage where, obviously, when you've just had a baby, you're sleep deprived, you've got no time to do anything, have you? So sometimes thank you letters go on the back burner. So I did this thing where I decided to thank everyone when I met them. So if I saw someone who'd given me something, I would instantly thank them, but I didn't give enough thank you cards. So there's some people who bought us loads of stuff who never got a thank you card, which is quite bad, isn't it?
Did you give me a thank you card for the presents I got you for Lydia's birthday?
I'm still waiting for a present, mate.
Right, let's move on.
Key103.
Gary Barlow on Key103. It's 7 minutes to 8. You're waking up to the Key103 breakfast show. Were you at Coronation Street when Gary Barlow filmed his thing with the meerkats?
Sadly not.
You missed him. You say
Yes.
sadly. You think he's quite hot?
I think he's well fit, but it's probably just as well I wasn't there.
Why?
I might have frightened him.
You made a pass at it. There's a new TV game show which is on ITV, who obviously Kim works for, so, you know.
I'm going to think it's a great
You're going to think it's a brilliant idea.
So it's just us two who can slag
It's
it
just
off.
us two can slag it off. In fact, before I do that, I think it's the worst idea for a TV show I've ever heard in my life. But let me just ask you very quickly, what is the worst TV format that you've ever come across on the telly? What's the one show that sticks in your mind thinking, how the hell did that get made?
that Keith Chegwin game show that was on Channel 5 where he was completely naked.
In a wheelie bin. I remember that show. That was called Naked Jungle, wasn't it?
Yeah, nobody wanted to see that.
No one wants to see
Sorry,
Cheggers
Keith,
on
but-
television, let alone Cheggers on television naked. He was naked, that's right, I remember that. Keith that was a Channel 5 thing,
Yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
everyone was naked. Not just
Everyone on the
Keith.
show, but he's the only one that...
He's the only one who stood out, so to speak.
They should have got a bigger wheelie bin. I remember there was a show that also on ITV. There was a show with Robert Kilroy Silk in the early noughties called Shafted.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And there was a Queen of Mean thing, and they were, and one of the catchphrases for the show, I can't remember the exact way the show worked, but he used to go, "Okay, it's time to share or shaft." What are you talking about? And then, of course, there was The Farm on Channel 5, which you mentioned the other day, with Rebecca Lewis doing unspeakable things to that little oinker.
Yes.
Matt, worst TV show of all time?
The worst one I've ever seen was actually on BBC One, and I think it was filmed in Salford. It was called Don't Scare the Hare.
What?
It was on like on a Saturday evening. It was like the big thing. It would be on just before like the equivalent of The Voice or the big show on the Saturday. And it was basically contestants had to answer a series of questions or do these physical challenges. And if you got them wrong, there was a giant animatronic hare which would get scared and then you would lose the money. And it was called Don't Scare the Hare. It only lasted a series.
Do you think there's a chance they came up with the name of the show and then sort of worked backwards?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a new show that ITV are announcing today, and it's called Amazing Grays. Right, not Amazing Grace, but Amazing Grays. Can we hazard a guess as to what Amazing Grays is all about?
Is it gifted cows who are able to graze efficiently and have some kind of links to celebrities?
Is it a talent show, but to enter you've got to actually be called Graham?
Is it the best cut on your knee?
Oh, yes. Now, wouldn't that be a show? Hey, if ITV don't do it, Sky One will.
Definitely.
Amazing Grays is a brand new game show they're announcing today, hosted by Paddy McGuinness, who's a lovely man and very talented. Contestants go head-to-head with some of Britain's most talented pensioners in a bid to win £20,000. It's coming to ITV soon, Amazing Grays. It's a pensioner talent show. It's 7:56. Here's Kym-Marsh.
Hello.
No, you've got to do the travel thing. Hello. No one's interested in your insincere greeting. What's happening on the road?
It's looking slow on the M60 clockwise between junction 23 for Manchester Road and junction 1 for the Stockport Pyramid.
What do you find? Here's Matt.
Hello.
No, Matt. What's happening in the sport? Oh, do you know what? I can't be bothered. 7:56. Lock out next.
Key103.
Key103 breakfast. It's 4 minutes past 8. It is Mike, Matt, and Kim.
Well, back in the day, she wasn't hearsay, pure and simply. They faded away, but now she's doing well. On Kyrie plays Michelle, pure and simply. It's Kym-Marsh on Key103, yeah.
Comment from you on that, Kim?
Oh, wow.
Wow. What can you say without actually swearing? It is Mike, Matt, and Kim in the morning.
In that order.
In that order.
Yeah.
In the order of
Beauty.
Yeah. Kim's actually now. Sorry, this music's a bit.
Oh,
Good morning.
you're listening to the Love Zone.
How's it going out there, guys?
You feeling hot? Because I'm feeling hot, sir.
We've got the new one
Let's
from
just-
Luther.
Yeah, all right, I've stopped it now. Yesterday, Matt broke some rather. Yesterday, Matt broke some
Hearts.
Well, every day you break hearts. Every time he mentions Helen, his wife, there's
Welcome
a million
to my
listeners.
life, Mike.
Yeah. Yesterday, Matt broke some news to me. Apparently, he's not my real father. But I'm still going to love you.
Still paying child maintenance.
Can I still call you puppy? No, apparently, because Matt and I have signed up to do the Great Manchester Run for our charity Cash for Kids, which we agreed to do, didn't we, a few weeks ago?
Well, we did. We thought it would be a nice gesture. We didn't realise that there would be a slightly competitive edge to it.
Well, so Adam Cattrall, who does our home run show, he's now taken it to the next level, and he's now challenged us. A gauntlet has been laid here in Castle Key, that it's going to be a breakfast show thing against the home run thing, and he's got a team of people running with him, and we need to now recruit a team of people. And also, he's got a team. I mean, he's got himself organised, hasn't he?
In fairness, I thought of his team name, the Home Runners.
Right.
So
what are you doing helping him for?
So really, they should think of one for us.
Right.
I think we need to think of a name.
So what we need to do now, we need you, if you don't mind, to join us and do the Great Manchester Run. So we need a team, don't we?
We need a team name, a team theme. So like an outfit that we can wear, which is hopefully linked to the name. And also we want people to join our team because we're going to be running head-to-head with Adam's Home Runners. And they're pretty good.
Right, so would you like to join our team? If people want to join our team, Matt, and run with us, what do they have to do?
They go to key103.co.uk/run. Do we need to start them off with a few suggestions?
Well, how to run?
Well, I've been thinking, because Kim's here, and obviously the Coronation Street thing, that might be a theme. So we could call our team Cropper Till We Drop Her, right? We could all carry Sainsbury's bags and just look sad.
Didn't you on Coronation Street, actually, your character Michelle once asked Roy what was in the bag?
I did indeed.
And what was the answer?
He said there was a bus timetable, some reading matter, a thermos.
Well, that's our team theme.
Cropper, what was it?
Cropper Till We Drop Her.
That's just rubbish. What about... Actually, let me ask... I'm putting you on the spot slightly here, Kim. I know you're very busy.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on our team?
Do I want to be or do I have to be?
You have to be.
Oh, okay. I'd be delighted to.
Would you?
Yes.
We've got her from Hearsay on the team.
Hey, the fat one from Hearsay. Hey.
Fat one from Hearsay.
Get me Danny to complete the set.
Actually, well, there you go. That's what we should do for our team. We should all dress up as various members of Hearsay. I'm going to be Noel. You can be Suzanne Shaw. Right, no, listen, what we need your suggestions, please, for a name. Are you serious about doing it, by the way?
Yeah,
Is that cool?
definitely,
You sure you don't mind?
Yeah.
I just asked her now. She's not
Yeah.
really prepared.
She's quite nimble as well. We've got a chance with her.
Nimble.
Nimble,
I
what
like
a great
that.
word. I've not heard anyone use that word since Shakira. 0161 288 0103. Would you like to be on our team? Can anyone suggest a name for our team? Yeah? We need a name, we need a theme, we need a team. 0161 288 0103, and you'll be running for our charity Cash for Kids, which is a brilliant charity. Good morning, this is Key103, live from Manchester, playing your music, your life, every single morning. Chelsea off on holiday. It's Kym-Marsh with us today and tomorrow.
Ooh.
Although she does have to go, actually. She's filming Corrie today. So
Unbelievable.
I know, she's got to go at like 10 to 9.
How are we supposed to form a true relationship if you keep leaving us?
I thought we were getting on so well.
I just don't like you.
Fair enough.
Refreshing honesty, isn't it? You've actually got someone you want to say hi to very quickly, haven't
I
you?
have, yeah. It's my nephew Trev's birthday today, so happy birthday, Trev.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Kim?
Happy birthday.
I don't know why we do that. We have done
I don't know, it's a
since
bit
about
weird.
2000. We've got Mark on the phone. Morning, Mark.
Morning, guys.
Morning, mate. Whereabouts are you?
From Oldham, mate.
Mark in Oldham. Okay, Mark. So Kim has just signed up to join our team. We're doing the Great Manchester Run. We need a name for our team.
Do it, mate. Jacket, fancy dress, sausage, bacon, beans, a full trip, and be the break fasterers.
The Break Fasterers.
As in breakfast. The fasting
Yeah, we got it. We got
right,
it.
Yeah.
right.
Actually, I could dress up as a big egg.
I'm
Right.
not being the sausage.
Are you not?
To be,
It's not the first time you've said that. I could be the egg. I could be a runny egg. Yeah, what do you think
there
of
we
that?
go.
We all dress
Got
up.
it.
We all dress up as eggs. I'm taking your idea, Mark. We're sort of blue sky brainstorming here.
Yeah.
We could all dress up as eggs, and we could be the runny eggs.
That'd be good.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Oh. Why is everyone looking at me like I'm mental? Thanks, Mark. That's a good idea, that, actually. We all dress up as various pieces of breakfast.
Yeah.
My
I'm
friend's
not
looking
being
at me like I'm
sausage.
mental. Why? I think this is a good idea. Hey, as they say in marketing, there's no such thing as a bad idea. Right, kids?
Until now.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Hello, are you okay?
Yeah, good. Whereabouts are you?
In Drylesden.
Amy in Droylsden. Have you got a suggested name for our team name, for our run for the Great Manchester Run?
I have, yeah. It's the Wake Me Up Before You Go goes.
Oh, I like that. So we can dress up as George Michael and Andrew Ridgely.
I'm not being Ridgely. I am not being Ridgely.
The one day's little belly tops and tiny shorts for the boys.
Oh,
really
I like it.
You can be one of Pepsi and Shirley.
Craig's also on the phone. Good morning, Craig.
Morning.
Morning, mate. Where are you?
I'm on the M60 at the moment.
All right, Craig, you're live on Key103. Have you got a suggested team name for the Great Manchester Run for us?
I have, yeah. It's the Breakfast Bandits.
Ah,
Very
right.
personal.
I like that. The Breakfast Bandits. We could all wear big sombreros and carry those little guitars, and we could all run, sort of going, "Hey, amigo!"
Have giant
Yeah, you
moustaches.
look great.
Giant tashes. Well, you're halfway there already, aren't you? What? I didn't even say that.
dare
I didn't
you.
say that. Amigo para siempre. We are the Breakfast Bandits. We are running for the cash for kids. No, I like it. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We can
It's a
stop
fine
it
line
now.
between charity and downright offensiveness.
As far as I'm concerned, the search has ended. Hey, fellow Breakfast Bandits, thumbs up? Yeah, no, we're not convinced. Key103, 8:20 on Jungle on Key103 and Braveheart. It is Key103 playing your music for your life. Loads of people coming up with some fantastic suggestions for our team name for the Great Manchester Run. Basically, we're all going to run, and you can join us if you want to run for the Breakfast Show team, and then there's the home run team, the home runners with Adam Cattrall. We're going to kind of compete against each other, and we're running for Cash for Kids, of course, which is our charity. Good morning to Chris, Kevin, and the new lad Aaron, currently working at Multiple Winding. Says, what about a team name for your team? Morning Glory.
Oh, I like it.
What, you like Morning Glory?
Well, we all do.
Now listen, you're putting a sinister edge on it. I'm thinking of meadows and daisies and buttercups. Any more coming in?
I think we've got it. I think
What?
we've got the winner.
Yeah.
We've just had a text from Paul in Stockport. Dash for Kids. Clever. Put on the charity name.
Dash for Kids.
It's not. It doesn't mention anything about breakfast though.
No, it's not got my name in it, so I'm not sure whether I'm...
It could be like Dash Brown for Kids.
No, that's slightly sinister.
Key103.
Your music, your life.
Got that fantastic Stay the Night Zed Hayley Williams song in a minute. First of all, it's 8:31. News headlines with Locker. Kym-Marsh has got to go in a few minutes. She's doing a big scene in Coronation Street today. But she's got a script in the bag. We're going to help her. We're going to do a bit of sort of practice for the scene today.
Yeah.
Who's in the scene?
Dev.
Dev. Right. Hey, come on. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I let you down. Matt, you could be...
Could I be Terry Duckworth?
Yes, you can.
All right, Dad, I'm back. Oh no, Dad's not here. Mum's not here. What do I do?
He'll find a way to come back.
Yeah,
won't he, Terry? He always does. He always does. Right, we'll reenact a scene from Corrie with Michelle Connor next. It's 8:37. If you went to see B last night, this is for you. It's 8:40 on Q103. Play that for you if you went to see Queen Bee, Beyonce, in town at the Phones for You Arena last night or the night before. Apparently the concert was absolutely fantastic. And didn't she, on the first night, she sang Happy Birthday? There was a girl she picked out of the crowd whose name was Kirsty. And as the final thing, Beyonce actually sang Happy Birthday to her. But the girl was from Liverpool. So Beyonce said, "What's your name?" And they go, "Kirsty." And Beyonce said, "Pardon?" And the girl went, "Kirsty." And she couldn't work out what she said. So she did that embarrassing thing that you always do when you're singing along to someone's happy birthday in a restaurant, you don't know the name. She went, "Happy birthday, dear." It's 8:41 on Key103. Kym-Marsh has been covering for Chelsea, but you're back tomorrow.
I am
But
indeed.
you've got to go now because you've got to hightail it across town to Media City for 9:15 makeup call.
Absolutely.
Okay, we said, listen, show us your script and we'll reenact it. We'll get you warmed up for today's scene. But Kim said, well, she can't really do that because Coronation Street would take a dim view of her letting the scripts out on radio with 1 million people.
In that I would be sacked.
You would actually be sacked. So we're going to have to improvise. Now, Matt, obviously you and I have both been to RADA.
Me, mama, mama, mama,
Nimini. So what's my motivation? I'll be Dev. Right. Okay. Who are you? You're going to be Terry.
I'm already in character as Terry.
Right. Now, obviously, you could be Michelle Connor.
Yeah.
But that's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
can you do anything? Well, she's just so miserable.
Right, I'll be Carla.
You can
Carla
be
Barlow.
You can be Carla Barlow.
Carla
So if
Barlow.
I'm Dev,
Yeah.
and I'm trying it on with you, and I want you to love me,
Yeah.
then you would become
Carla Allahan.
Carla Allahan.
Carla Allahan.
I like this. Okay, hit the music. I do also have a sound effects CD. I don't know, so we'll just throw a few sound effects in. We don't know what the sound effects are going to be, but right. Carla, my darling, I've never found love since Sunita died. I would like very much to make love to you.
Oh, Dev, come on.
But unfortunately, Terry Duckworth is here with his new camera.
Listen, mate. Listen, mate, I saw her first. All right, listen, I can promise her the world. I've not been on the street for 5 years, and that's roughly how often I return. And then people get their hopes up, and then I dash them pretty sharpish afterwards. But I'm back, I've changed, I promise.
But
Promise I've changed.
Terry, you've got no place here.
But I saw her first. I can promise you the world. I've got some knocked-off booze for the Rovers.
But Terry, Carla, I ask you, come on, love me. I think we've got a chemistry going on here.
Yeah, and he's just mentioned booze and I'm an alcoholic, so I'm going for you.
But I was hoping you'd try and forget that. Hang on, sound effects. There it is. What am I supposed to do with that one?
Jeff, we seem to have slipped into a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Okay.
What can we do?
I suggest we get out of here.
Let's do it.
Let's just get out
Let's
of here.
cut our losses. Let's hook up with each other. I've got a log cabin in the woods. Let's go.
Hang on a minute. Audrey's just walked in the door. Hi, Audrey.
Honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was improv.
And scene.
And scene. And exit stage left. Exit stage left very rapidly. Kym-Marsh from Coronation Street is now going off to do her proper daytime job behind the bar at the Rovers. She'll be back on Key 103 tomorrow. It's 8:44.
Key 103.